What's going on, everybody? It's Brody from CrossbowExpert.com coming to you again today. And today we're looking at the TenPoint Vapor RS470. This is TenPoint's high-end flagship crossbow this year, featuring their reverse draw technology like you've seen in the past in some of their higher-end bows. This bow shoots at speeds of up to 470 feet per second, blazing fast. We're going to run you through some specs and some features, so stay tuned. By far, one of the most notable new features on this crossbow is the acuslide cocking system. On TenPoints of the past, you haven't been able to decock your crossbow, but this year for 2020, they've pushed the envelope 2 steps forward. You can now decock your crossbow and do it safely. There's an integrated brake system inside this integrated crank here, the acuslide, and when you're decocking your crossbow, you can let go of the handle at any time and it's not going to free spool on you. It's extremely safe, one of the safest crossbows there is to operate. This integrated crank is completely silent and it works in unison with their new extend handle. This handle is 5 inches long as it sits and it extends out to 7.5 inches. Now, you might not think that sounds like a lot, but what it does is it gives you a lot of extra leverage, a lot of extra throw when you're cocking your bow back. It basically reduces the cocking effort needed to get this bow drawn back to about 5 pounds, which is incredibly light. And it's just an awesome addition to the acuslide cocking system. Another new feature from TenPoint this year in conjunction with the acuslide is their new S1 trigger system. This trigger system is about a 3.5 pound roller sear trigger. It's a 2-stage trigger. And I personally I've loved it. I've loved shooting it. I've shot a lot of shots out of these bows of all 3 models, and I'm really enjoying using it. It's allowed me to get some really accurate groups, and if you're used to 1-stage trigger, it takes a little bit of getting used to, you know, but it's overall a great trigger. And this new trigger here actually slides down the rail to attach to the string, and it slides on 2 stainless steel rollers here. And what it's sliding on is a new barrel design from TenPoint. It's called the Micro Track barrel. Basically, there's 2 sets of rails. There's an inner set of rails, which is recessed, and that's what your arrow will rest on. And then there's an outer set of rails. That's what you're going to lubricate with your rail lube, and that's what your serving and your string rest on. What this does is it reduces your string to rail contact, which reduces friction, but it also extends the life of your string and cables. TenPoint see an excellent string life out of these strings and cables, something that's an issue on some of the higher performance compact crossbows. There's a lot of pressure on these strings and cables, and especially if you're shooting, you know, relatively often, string life is a big issue. So another cool innovation from TenPoint there. Another cool thing about TenPoints this year, the top 3 models, is they've came out with a new quiver, a 6-arrow quiver. This is called a Tec X quiver, and I must note that how I have it mounted on here right now isn't how it'll come. They do have a Picatinny rail that this quiver will mount on eventually under here. Right now I have it kind of rigged up with a quiver mount that they've used in past models, just for display. Of course, like TenPoint's other high-end crossbows, this bow comes with the Evo X Marksman scope, 1.5 to 6 by 36 power scope, locking speed ring here. Just a great scope. We've loved using them. We love shooting them. It's got a really cool reticle in there. This bow does come with a bubble level here too, so you can make sure you're shooting level. And another cool thing about this this Vapor RS470 rather, is it comes basically as a complete package. It comes with a stag hard case. It comes with 6 arrows, 6 lighted arrows. Overall, just a ton of awesome accessories that are basically everything you need to get going in the field. The Vapor RS470 is about 31 inches long. It is 12 inches wide axle to axle when uncocked, and it measures just 6.5 inches wide when cocked. That's extremely narrow. Super high performance out of these reverse draw bows. This bow weighs in at about 8 pounds bare bow. You got a 17-inch power stroke and about a 225-pound draw force or draw weight on this bow. And that's it, guys. That's the Vapor RS470, a super cool bow from TenPoint, their high-end bow for this year. Like I said, available in 2 camo patterns, Veil Alpine like you see here, or Graphite Gray. Be sure to check us out at CrossbowExpert.com. We have these TenPoints listed for sale there. We have some custom packages too for those guys looking for just a little bit extra. Be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube. We're going to do a lot of cool new videos coming up here. And if you're not already, like us on Facebook and Instagram too. We share some cool content over there as well. So as always, guys, stay safe and happy shooting.